My dad once told me, never take advice from somebody that owes you money.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Airing of Grievances with Robert Grieve. I'm Eric Reamer. Very nice to have you along with us. If this is your first time here, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notify bell. That lets you know every time we update new content.
Please.
And if you're an old-time regular, thank you. We are super grateful for you. And don't forget, all of you, to give us a big thumbs up for the video. That's the number one way that you can help the channel grow. All right, Rob. So, God forbid somebody gets into an accident. There are a lot of players, a lot of voices in someone's head when that happens. And my big question to you, I mean, you got the police, you've got the insurance companies, you got the body shops, and probably some family members. Who do you trust?
There's a lot going on all at one time.
Absolutely.
It's one thing right after the next, it seems. You got to figure out who it is you want to trust.
Right.
And who do you think has your very, very best interest at heart?
Well, and this is where your father's advice comes to play, right? Never trust somebody who owes you money.
Right. That's, it's served me well for many, many years.
All right.
So let me tell you a story. And this is...
Love stories.
Yeah. This is, incredibly average. All right.
Okay.
So we get, and I'm sure you'll throw a picture up here for everybody. Got a nice red RX, hit in the rear. Looks like it's a simple replace the bumper.
It looks like a bumper job to me.
And today they're rarer and rarer that it's just a bumper. The way the vehicles are designed, there's usually something else going on behind the bumper.
There are sensors. There are all kinds of things going on, right?
Yes. In this particular case, I mean, not even with the bumper off, I know that there's a blind spot monitor sitting right there where the damage took place. I know there's safety systems like the rebar, and if you go inside, you're going to find the rear air conditioning system. So there's a lot that goes on in these vehicles today.
Okay, so we've got this picture, and this looks like an initial picture that would be sent by the person who owns the car to their insurance agent.
Yes. You know what? They want you to do this, not the agent so much anymore. The insurance company wants you to download an app and then take pictures of the four corners and your odometer and the damage from a couple different angles and send it up to them, and poof, they'll come up with an estimate for you. They'll send it right away within like a day sometimes with a little note, checks already in the mail.
If they want to send a check in the mail based on that one image or multiple angles of the same image, and we suspect that there's more damage below the scenes, should we cash that check? Should we?
Not so fast.
It's not the end of the story, is it?
No. It's just the very, very beginning.
Okay.
It's the very, very beginning.
But the insurance company would be happy if you just went ahead and case closed.
Yeah, cash the check. Don't even worry about fixing the car. Car will be fine. But there are people that want their car fixed.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've got somebody who wants their car fixed. They bring it into us. Where does the story go from there?
Well, they chose, in this particular case, they chose us to repair their vehicle.
Yeah.
And so we bring it in, and we look at, the insurance company's original estimate just to get an idea of what they're thinking.
Yeah.
We disassemble the vehicle and build a repair plan that's an actual step-by-step process of how the vehicle is going to be repaired.
Okay, so now let me ask another question, because this is a particular car that came to us, but this happens everywhere.
Everywhere,
right?
Yep.
And as it happens everywhere, I think that it's safe to say that this conversation that is about to ensue between the repairer, the guest, and the insurance company also happens on a regular basis.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. And you know what? You're going to talk to an initial person first. It's going to give you some information, send you some links, grab some information from you, all the rest of that.
Right.
You're probably never going to talk to that person again.
Okay.
The next person you're probably going to talk to is the claims handler, the person, and that person may be writing the estimate. So there may be somebody writing the estimate for that person. Every insurance company has a little bit different way of doing it.
I gotcha.
So we wrote the supplement,
Yep.
or our repair plan, and we send it up to the insurance company. And you would think it'd be just that simple.
Sounds simple to me.
In this particular case, we need to understand that it turned out to be a whole lot more than just a bumper job. There was a lot of damage that was hidden by the bumper, which is very, very normal today with these cars. So we sent it up to the insurance company, and then I guess the insurance company had a phone call with the person that owns the vehicle.
Yeah.
And they weren't really agreeing with our approach. We want to talk about that person that's on the other end of the phone from the insurance company, and let's get in their head for a few minutes for this segment.
Okay. All right. I'm with you.
This person is that you're speaking to at the insurance company at this point is going to be very calm, cool, and collect. They're going to be very soothing. They're going to make you believe that they have your 100% best interest at heart.
Sure.
And they're going to try and guide you through the process and what the best decisions are to make. And, this is what we're seeing. And, we've sent pictures off to another person, who disagrees with this person's point of view, even though in this particular case it's here.
Right.
Keep in mind, we're not part of this conversation. This is a conversation between you and this insurer.
Okay.
So they can start to lead you down a path that may not be what you want. Keep in mind, they owe you money.
Yeah.
So their job is to make it that they owe you the least amount of money. And they want to lessen their expense at, unfortunately, your expense. So they're going to try lots of different maneuvers.
Yeah.
In this particular case, we believe, and we believe because he said it to us, that he's telling the guest that he spoke to a Lexus certified collision center, and that they reviewed the pictures that we sent to this company, and they feel as though there's a less expensive way to go about repairing this vehicle.
Do you see the look on my face? I'm a little confused, and you lost me at. They said they spoke to a Lexus certified collision center.
Yeah.
Here in Colorado.
Locally. Mm-hmm.
Well, we know that there is only one Lexus authorized collision center.
Right. There are no Lexus certified collision centers in Colorado.
All right.
There is only one Lexus authorized collision center, and that is Nylund's. So what he's doing is he's lying to you.
Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, it's what it is. And, you have to understand this person's job is to lessen and not... They'll say they want to fix your car properly. What they say and what they do and what they want to fund often don't come anywhere near each other.
Not even in the same zip code.
So you asked who you want to trust earlier in the conversation.
Right.
Hopefully you've chosen the repair facility that is best going to advocate for you.
Right.
Because in the end, the repair facility is the one that's going to be repairing the vehicle and the one that is going to be responsible for your safety and repairing the vehicle correctly. And not only your safety and the safety of your passengers, but also the value of your vehicle.
Yeah.
If you don't fix it well, you're going to lose value in the vehicle. So when you go to trade it in, and whoever you trade it into says, yeah, this car's been fixed before, we're going to give you $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 less than what you think it's worth because of the crappy repairs you had done. You know, at this juncture, you need to trust the place that you brought your car, because the voice on the other end of the phone only cares about one thing, and that is lessening the expense to the insurance company. That's their only job.
So my assumption is, in order to affect that happening, in order to lessen their expense, they will suggest or call another shop that is probably in a partnership with them, so that when the insurance company says, this is all we're willing to pay for, their partner shop says, we'll fix it for that.
Yeah.
Even if it's not the right repair.
That's correct.
Okay.
And it's not generally the right repair.
Listen, I want...
For many different reasons.
Right. I want our audience to trust you and your word. Your word is solid and good. I know that. There may be somebody here who doesn't know you from Adam.
True.
So what do you say
Which I'd love to meet you.
Absolutely. What do you say we hear the same kind of story from somebody on the other side of the phone who worked for those insurance companies, and what he had to say at, I believe it was a congressional testimonial?
Yeah, Washington State testifying in front of the committee. All right, so we're going to take a look at this video, and the thing that you need to understand is that the insurance company, the people at the insurance company will tell you anything, even go as far as to mislead you in order to gain control of the situation.
Gotcha.
And perform the least expensive repair on your vehicle. And we're going to see from somebody that worked in this position,
yeah,
what they have to say. But as much as I tell you and can prove to you through your manufacturer, your vehicle's data, why we want to do the repairs the way it's not want. That's the only way we're going to do them, is based on the manufacturer's procedures,
right,
using their parts and materials and the equipment necessary.
Yeah.
The insurance company is likely going to turn around and be just as convincing that we're overcharging, over-repairing, and whatever else they're going to say, because I'm not party to those phone calls. But it's not... As much as I try to convince you this is the right repair for your vehicle, they're going to try to convince you it's not. There's somebody out there that can do it for less expensive. But I think we ought to just listen to what this sworn testimony. Actually, I don't think it's sworn.
Right.
I think it's just testimony before the committee. And this testimony is for a law that they're trying to get passed in Washington State that protects the consumer.
Gotcha.
Which we don't have here in Colorado, and the people that are putting this together and trying to get it through Washington to make it a law, God bless them. This is for your safety.
Understood.
So the guy is testifying in favor of this new legislation that would protect you as a vehicle owner, and I think we ought to just listen to what he has to say.
Absolutely.
Today, my name is Jackson Clemens, and I'm here to testify in support of HB 1428. I've worked in this industry for 18 years for 4 major insurance companies here in the state of Washington, as well as 4 body shops here in the state of Washington. Most recently, I worked as a senior auto damage adjuster for American Family, and during my time with American Family, I didn't feel comfortable with a lot of the things that they did in terms of the claim handling. Myself and my coworkers basically received no hands-on training at body shops, ICAR class training, or in-house training with body shop technicians during my tenure there.
So what he's saying right there is this is the guy that's going to be on the other end of the phone,
Right.
and he hasn't gotten any training
Right.
on how to repair vehicles. He is going to tell us what he's got training in.
Oh.
But I will tell you that even the training that I have, which is extensive training, can change day to day with the way the vehicles are being built and the new computer systems and sensors and radars and cameras and blind spot monitors. This changes on a daily basis, and I have to know this as the repairer of your vehicle so that I give you back a safe vehicle.
Right.
These people, he just told you what he knows. He's got no formal training of any nature in repairing vehicles. But he's in charge of getting your vehicle repaired, and he's going to try to convince you he knows what he's talking about.
Instead, we were mainly trained on how to negotiate down claim settlements as low as possible. During my day-to-day operations at American Family, my directive was to never match a body shop's estimate, and I was directed by management as well as my supervisor to negotiate down the cost of the claims wherever possible. My supervisor's exact words to me were, "You are a claims adjuster, and your job is to adjust down the repair estimates."
I don't know what else you need to hear other than that. I mean, he's telling you that his job is to adjust down the claim. He never said anything about take care of you. He didn't say anything about make sure my car is repaired properly. Make sure all the safety systems are working, that the welds are correct. He didn't say anything that talks about you, other than I'm here to make the claim less.
And I should just point out, this is a major insurance company.
Yep.
All right, let's see what else he's got to say.
Let's go.
This constantly left my cost estimates short, sometimes severely, of what the shop repair invoices were. Consumers were left with the short paid claims, but again, American Family did save money. The last straw for me was working at the insurance industry, and why I've moved back to the body shop is I was out at a very small mom and pop body shop in South Seattle. There was a Toyota 4Runner with the left front frame rail that was crushed over and completely kinked, and the body shop wrote to repair it. And it easily needed to be replaced. If you're not familiar with frame rails, there's one on the left and the right side of every engine. It's pretty much the main structural component of a vehicle. I brought this up to my supervisor saying this absolutely needs to be replaced. This is a safety component. People could get seriously injured or killed if this was repaired the way the body shop wanted to repair it. Based on my previous experience, I knew that it had to be replaced, and my supervisor said, no, American Family is not liable for how a body shop repairs the vehicle.
Okay, so we learned a couple of things here, and they're very, very important things. One, the insurance company is not responsible for how the body shop repairs the vehicle. The body shop is responsible for the way the body shop repairs the vehicle, and they need to know everything about your vehicle when they're repairing it.
Gotcha.
Not so much him or the person on the other end of the phone.
Right.
The other important thing that he mentioned is, or brought into question, is make sure you're bringing it to the right place that has your best interest at heart. The body shop that he's referencing here that wants to repair a rail that needs to, a frame rail that needs to be replaced,
Yeah.
he's the adjuster. He knows it needs to be replaced. Only because he's said earlier in his testimony that he had worked at some body shops.
He's seen a few of these.
He's seen a few of these. He knows what's best for you.
Yeah.
But his supervisor doesn't say, oh, let's do what's best for the guest. No. They say it's not their responsibility. If they want to repair that rail, let them repair that rail. That's all we owe for. And today, fixing cars is not like it has been in the past. And when you just have to figure out who it is you're going to trust to have your best interests at heart.
Yeah.
This really left a bad taste in my mouth because the only thing I care about, whether I work at a body shop or an insurance company, is the safety of the occupants of the vehicle and how safely that vehicle can be repaired. I realized I was not working for the vehicle owner in regards to best repair practices and their safety, but to only worry about lowering the costs by any means. And I've left American Family obviously since then and gone back to a certified repair facility. And this is why I fully support the HB 1428 to make sure that vehicle and occupant safety is the number one and only priority when repairing an automobile anywhere in the state of Washington. Thank you all for your time. I really appreciate it.
All right. So again, we heard a lot of different things there.
Yeah.
He is concerned about the occupants of the vehicle.
It sounds like Jackson actually has some kind of a moral compass.
You know what? Congratulations, Jackson. We're proud of you for testifying and telling the truth.
Yeah.
He also mentions he left American Family,
Yeah.
and is now working at a certified collision center,
Right.
which should be a cut above. And we've talked about certified collision centers in a previous video.
I'll put the link up here so that you can go take a look at that as soon as this video is over.
That should give you some indication of where you might want to take your vehicle. Again, we're Lexus authorized, and the only one.
The only one in
The
the
only
state
one
of
in Colorado and surrounding states, actually. And so it's a level above just a regular everyday body shop.
Sure.
And, he calls to it. He didn't just go to work for any body shop. He went to work for a certified body shop because he wants to fix the vehicle correctly.
Yes.
And the certified programs promote fixing your vehicle correctly.
Yep.
And, the one thing I want to leave you with is, if you're feeling uncomfortable with the phone call and with the insurance company, it's okay to take a break and say, hey, I need to stop for a minute, think this through, and call you back. You can hit the pause button anytime you want if you feel as though something doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
And do some research on it. It's very, very critical with the way vehicles need to be repaired today, to take your time and make sure that things are going the right way and that you're really trusting the people that have your best interest.
Yeah.
I don't believe the person on the other end of the phone from the insurance company cares one bit about you or your vehicle or the passengers of your vehicle. They care about saving money. This gentleman said it. There was a person that testified before him that said almost identical thing from a different insurance company. This is not new. This is life today in getting your car fixed.
So my assumption is then, Rob, that if you are hearing from the insurance company that there's another shop that can fix it for much less expense, that's probably a big red flag that we should hit the pause button and start doing.
Or let's just say they're not saying it's another shop. They're just talking about the shop that you took your vehicle to. They think that that's not a correct way to repair. They have no basis to make the statements that they make. I can go to court with this much paper to support me from a manufacturer on how we're going to repair the vehicle.
Right.
They're going to go with a blank notepad.
All right. Well, Rob, thank you for taking the time to share this with us. You've given us some practical ideas of what to do in the event that we, God forbid, are in some kind of an accident. And if we hear these key words or phrases or behaviors, if we experience any of that, hit the pause button, do a little research, and find out who you truly trust. And let's go back to your dad's great advice. What was that again?
Never trust anybody that owes you money.
There you have it.
Don't take advice from somebody that owes you money. You know what? If they owe you money, they're going to try and get out of it as cheap as possible. And at whose expense? Yours.
Thank you for watching the airing of Grievances with Robert Grieve. I'm Eric Reamer. And again, if this is your first time here, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell.
Please.
And no matter what, give us a big thumbs up. We're super grateful for you, and we'll catch you again next Saturday.
Hope this was helpful.